I originally thought I didn't have anything to say about this, but I have something to say about this. Readers, Blizzard Entertainment's main convention, Blizzcon, was this past weekend, which, considering what they had to deal with this past month, I know a lot of individuals were anticipating. For those of you who don't know what's going on regarding the controversy regarding Blizzard right now, I suggested you check out my episode of What I Miss, where I talked about the subject and related ones damn near exclusively. And I want to say that Blizzard deserves some credit for how they handle things, but they don't. Mostly because of that non-ass apology that President of Blizzard J. Allen Brack gave during day one of BlizzCon. He says, and I quote, "Blizzard had the opportunity to bring the world together in a tough Hearthstone esports moment about a month ago, and we did not. We moved too quickly in our decision making, and then, to make matters worse, we were too slow to talk with all of you." When I think about what I'm most unhappy about, there's really two things. The first one is that we didn't live up to the high standards that we set for ourselves. And the second is that we failed in our purpose. And for that, I am sorry and I accept accountability. We are going to do better moving forward. But our actions are going to matter more than any of these words. As you walk around this weekend, I hope it's clear how committed we are to everyone's right to express themselves in all kinds of ways and all kinds of places. End quote. Now, I have a problem with this for multiple reasons. One being that it doesn't mention Blitzchung, the Hearthstone player in question that was banned, at all, and doing so makes it sound like they're detracting from the reason that they had to do this in the first place. And two, being that they say they're going to do better moving forward and that actions speak louder than words. Now, it's usually that part of the apology that's supposed to mean something, because as I've explained in my How to Apologize on the Internet video, and just in life, the best apology is changed behavior. And while some people are giving them the benefit of the doubt, saying things like, well, they said that they're going to change, so I'm going to hold them to that. Or, shit, it's better than the last 3 apology videos I've seen this week, I'll take it. Unfortunately, the proof of Blizzard actually making the change like they said that they're going to make in Brack's apology isn't really in the pudding regarding how much they say they respect free speech and everyone's right to express themselves. I say this because last month when the Blitzchung situation was at its freshest, Justin Conroy, aka Jane, a very well-known Overwatch League coach from Team Dallas Fuel and the general manager of Team Canada, posted a tweet in solidarity of Blitzchung and Hong Kong while at the same time respecting Blizzard Entertainment's rules and regulations. That tweet, which was posted on October 9th, was deleted the same day, with the only evidence of its existence being a tweet containing a screen grab of it from Ben Orbeck the same day, 3.5 hours later. It was then revealed and confirmed, thanks to the Dallas Morning News, even after the article was updated with new information, that the reason why Jane deleted the tweet was because Blizzard told him to. Which is funny, because the day after Brack made the apology during the BlizzCon opening ceremony, he had a phone interview with PC Gamer to help clear the air about the situation. And one of the main things that he said regarding the repeal of Blitzchung's ban, along with the streamers who shared it, is that not only is the company fine with their own employees participating in the protests, but they can post whatever they wanted on their own social media accounts. The fact that he said that following that apology almost a month after that happened tells me everything that I need to know about them doing better. And more importantly, what all Blizzard is willing to do in order to push the situation to the side as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, one of those situations in question was the announcement of Overwatch 2, which, surprisingly enough, also had its fair share of controversy. Because not even a week before the convention, pretty heavy leaks regarding Overwatch 2 started to hit the web, including info on the PvE-centered gameplay, the new game type push, Tracer's unlockables, a possible sponsorship between Coca-Cola and the Overwatch League, and some concept art showcasing some of the new designs of the characters. Of course, hearing the game director Jeff Kaplan talk about how the developers of the game were incredibly bummed out that the leak happened was pretty heartbreaking. Especially because everyone worked super hard on what they got done for the game so far and wanted things to be a genuine surprise for BlizzCon. So while seeing that, coupled with the fact that the announcement of Overwatch 2 caused some people to just legitimately throw down their picket signs and head to Steam to pre-order the shit. Yes, I know it's not available for pre-order yet, but you understand what I'm talking about, shut up. So, along with me seeing that shit happen in real time and my eyes rolling as far back in my head as possible because of it, the other thing that made me feel sorry for the team that worked on Overwatch 2, and even the other games that were announced during the opening ceremony of BlizzCon, was that the games, the cinematics, and the teams behind them took the bulk of the blows regarding Blizzard's recent acts against free speech in order to cater to the demands of NetEase, the partner company responsible for legally allowing Blizzard to sell their games in the Chinese market. Well, at least Hearthstone. I don't know how the other video games work. Readers, there's no doubt in my mind that Blizzard's release of this Overwatch 2 cinematic was a form of damage control, both in regards to the leak and as a way for Blizzard to get people to forget about the Blitzchung situation and all of the ways that they've been proving themselves to be hypocrites regarding their stance on freedom of speech. Because despite having over 2 hours of gameplay footage, a reveal of a new hero, and a playable demo at the convention, the vice president of Blizzard has gone on record to say that the video game is still in active development and that he has no idea when it's coming out. But the end-all be-all is that while they did use the announcements of Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 to hopefully pacify the concerns of the company's actions in order to keep its relationship in China intact, assuming that those who created the cinematic and the team of developers behind Overwatch 2 and the higher-ups that are actually responsible with the way that they've been handling the Hong Kong situation, including the half-ass apology given beforehand, are one and the same, is absolutely irresponsible. Especially when you take into consideration everything that's happened since the Blitzchung ban and the overall process of not only making a video game, but making a cinematic like this. Yes, Mei has been utilized in the protests to be a pro-Hong Kong symbol since Blitzchung was banned. That does not mean that how Mei was used in the cinematic was a result of that decision, especially if you know how long it takes to make an animated scene like what we got in this cinematic. And while I can definitely see the irony regarding the French police officer in said cinematic, to immediately assume that said officer was a deliberate metaphor of the company siding themselves with the same government that Hong Kong is protesting against is pretty asinine for the same reasons as the Mei situation. To scold the team behind Overwatch, knowing good and damn well that they are in fact Blizzard employees whose only job is to make these cinematics and to make these games, have in fact walked out and protested the company that they work for the same reasons everyone else has since the situation has presented itself. while constantly being in danger of being forced to censor themselves online when they speak out against certain topics, despite the company that they work for going on record saying that they don't, and have little to nothing to do with the corporate decisions of the company, which are the individuals all that outrage and vitriol should be truly aimed at, is both disappointing and disgusting. Like Diablo 4 and World of Warcraft Shadowlands, Overwatch 2 and the people who are making it are not the problem. Blizzard's use of Overwatch 2 to act as a misdirect and a distraction of the outrage and activism is. But I digress, readers. Your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comment section below how you initially felt when you saw the cinematic announcement of Overwatch 2, or how you initially felt when you saw Blizzard's official apology. Either way, I'd love to know your thoughts. If you want to help financially support the channel, you can join my Patreon by clicking the card at the end of the video or in the link in the description down below, where you can also find a link to my merchandise store. Or if you prefer to give a one-time donation, you can find links to my PayPal and my Ko-fi account in the description box as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.